Hello students, today we will start with a new topic, that is angle subtended by an arc of a circle. So for this, let us first go to this theorem 10.8. Now what does this theorem states? The angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc, that is by it means by the same arc at any point on the remaining part of the circle. So let us now see how to prove this theorem. Okay. Now for this theorem I will consider here three figures, in which, see, first figure PQ is the minor arc, in the second figure we have PQ as semicircle, and in the last one we have PQ as the major arc. So let us now write down the given portion. Now it is given here that there is a circle with a center O and PQ is its arc. Arc PQ subtends angle POQ at the center and angle PAQ at any point on the remaining part of the circle. Here from the figure we get three cases. Arc PQ is minor, PQ is semicircle, and the PQ is the major arc. We have seen in the figure also. Okay. So here we need to prove that angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ. See the figure for cases 1 and 2. And for case 3 we need to prove here that angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ, but it is reflex of angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ. For this proof we need to do a small construction, that is we join AO and extend it to a point B. Now let us move on to the proof part. Now see, to begin with, we know that exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Again I am repeating, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. So you see here, for triangle OAQ, we can write BOQ, that is the exterior angle, is equal to OAQ plus OQA. See in the figure, BOQ is equal to angle OAQ plus angle OQA. Give this one as equation number 1. Similarly, from the triangle OAP, POB can be written as OAP plus OPA. OAP plus OPA. Give this one as equation number 2. Again you see, in triangle OAQ, OA is equal to OQ because they are the radii of the same circle. So therefore I can say that OAQ, angle OAQ is equal to angle OQA. Why? Because angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are also equal. Okay. So from one we can write down angle BOQ is equal to angle OAQ plus angle OAQ. In place of OQA, I have written here OAQ. So I get here twice of angle OAQ, which I keep this as equation number 3. Similarly, from the triangle OAP, we can write angle OAP is equal to angle OPA. Therefore, from the equation 2, angle POB will be equal to twice of angle OAP. Give this one as equation number 4. Now, if I add the third and the fourth equation, then what will I get here is angle BOQ plus angle POB is equal to twice of angle OAQ plus twice of angle OAP. Take 2 common. Here I can write this one as angle OAP plus angle OAQ. And BOQ plus POB, see from the figure, we will get the angle POQ. So here we can write angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ, because from the figure you see OAQ plus angle OAP will give me PAQ. So POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ. Keep this one as equation number 5. Now from this equation 5 we can also say that reflex of angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ. For the third case, as PQ is the major arc. You see in the figure, you will see that the third diagram which we have drawn, in that figure we have shown that PQ is the major arc. So for that case we can say that reflex of angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ. Now let us move on to the next theorem. Now theorem 10.9 states that angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Angles in the same segment. I think the concept of segment and sector is clear to you all. So let us move forward. It is given here that PQ is a chord of a circle with center O, which divides the circle in 2 segments, and PAQ and PCQ are the angles of the same segment. Okay. We need to prove here that angle PAQ is equal to angle PCQ. For this proof, we do a small construction, that is we join OP and OQ. Now see here, for the proof part, the minor arc PQ subtends angle POQ at the center and PAQ at a point A on the remaining part of the circle. Okay, so from the previous theorem, we can say that angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PAQ. Okay. Similarly, we can also say that angle POQ is equal to twice of angle PCQ. Now, the previous one, keep this as equation number 1 and this equation, name it as equation number 2. So, from 1 and 2, you see the left hand side is equal, that is angle POQ. So, we can write here that angle twice of angle PAQ from the first equation is equal to twice of angle PCQ from the second equation. Cancel the 2, we will get here twice angle PAQ is equal to angle PCQ. Which is required to prove. Okay. Now let us move on to the next theorem, that is theorem 10.10. Now it states that if a line segment joining 2 points subtends equal angles at 2 other points on the same side of the line containing the line segment, then the 4 points lie on a circle. Now let us see how to prove this one. Then it will be clear to you, or the statement will be much more clear to you. So see here, it is given that AB is a line segment and C and D are the 2 points lying on the same side of the AB, such that angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. We also got this one in the previous theorem, that angle ACB is equal, from that theorem we can say that angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. We need to prove here that the points A, B, C and D lie on a circle. Now to move on the proof part, let us do a small construction. We have drawn a circle through the points A, B and C. Now for the proof, suppose say the circle does not pass to the point D. Suppose. Then it will intersect the AD or the extended AD, see the figure, at the point E or E dash. Okay. So now you see we join EB or E dash B. Therefore if we join this, then we get that angle ACB, see the figure, angle ACB is equal to angle AEB. That is, they are the angles on the same segment. So I give this one as equation number 1. But also it is given to us that angle ACB is equal to ADB, angle ADB. So give this one as equation number 2. So from these two equations, we can say that angle AEB is equal to angle ADB. Now, when we say that angle AEB is equal to angle ADB, we can say this only if E, the point E coincides with D or E dash coincides with D. So our assumption that D does not lie on the circle is wrong. Therefore, we can say that A, B, C and D are concyclic, or they lie on the same circle. Okay. After writing the last statement, that is AEB is equal to angle ADB, write down this statement that it is not possible unless E coincides with D. Similarly, E dash should also coincide with D. Therefore, our assumption that the point D does not lie on the circle was wrong. And thus we can say that A, B, C and D are concyclic points. Okay, so with this we come to the end of this video, and in the next video we will continue with cyclic quadrilaterals and also the next exercise. Okay, thank you.